Hi beautiful souls. Whilst it's a good thing to be able to listen to others, to listen to all that is, it's also important to share your voice, say what you feel, and share your stories, connect with others. It's in the connection with others that we learn and we grow. We can't possibly be good at communication with others unless we communicate, and yet often the people with so much to share keep their mouths closed. There's lots of different reasons why this may happen, and we won't go into that because, hey, that's not the point. But the point is to share your voice, say what you feel, spend time each day to voice your opinions, your thoughts, what matters to you. And sometimes you may not have somebody to do that with. Dogs are great listeners, let me tell you. You could even talk to your favorite tree. In fact, sometimes that's also a really good thing to do. You know, hearing yourself speak actually is a really good way to know yourself better. Often when we speak to others, it's in hearing our own voice that we suddenly get these sudden awarenesses, and we're like, oh goodness, I hadn't seen it like that. And that's why coaching is so effective. That's why coaching is so powerful. It's because it gives the person the power to help themselves rather than being told what they should do or what they shouldn't do by somebody else who's not them. Because the only person capable of ever knowing what you should do is you. You are the only person that knows how you truly feel, what's going on for you, what your wishes and dreams are, where you need to do the work, or where you feel you need to do the work, or maybe you don't even know or think you need to do any work. That happens too. That's real as well. And everything is perfect just as it is. So there's never any rush to do anything. But do take time to voice your thoughts, your feelings, share with the world around you. Your voice matters. And be aware of how you share your voice. Often you'll see people, when they're not sure of themselves, they'll talk with their hand over their mouth, and or they might talk to the side of the mouth. And these body language are great revealers of how a person is feeling about themselves. You don't ever see a keynote speaker that stands up on the stage and talks out the side of their mouth. It just doesn't happen, because it takes a level of confidence to be able to speak with your whole mouth. And I'm not saying this as any judgment, because there is none. I'm just saying this for pure awareness and with love, because it's something that you can practice and you can change. We can change everything if we want it to change, if we want to grow and expand in different ways. You know, there's such a thing as mirror work. The late and the great Louise Hay, she taught mirror work very well, mostly about standing in front of the mirror and saying how much you love yourself, which is very important. And in fact, actually, the more that you do that, the more you're likely to be able to open your whole mouth when you speak. But even sometimes we are in front of somebody, like, say for instance, if I was to be stood in front of a whole load of people who I greatly admire, I would probably find that I would really stumble to be able to really share my voice. And I would love to be able to think that I could just stand there and just openly just speak. But I don't know. I really don't know. And it's never happened. So how can I know? But I think that when we're nervous, or when we're trying to, if somebody's in front of us that we admire, we tend to put our voices down. and the voice gets lost in the chest, or we go red and then the redness, and then we can't hear, and then we don't hear our voice. So practicing speaking with other people all the time helps us to share our message, and everybody has a message to share with the world. You may not even know what your message is yet, and that's okay as well, because there's no rush for any of this. Seriously, there's no rush for any of it. There's no right or wrong to any of it. Everything is just perfect as it is. But I encourage you with love to share your voice. Share it. Say what you feel. Say what matters to you. Say what your values are, where you feel that you want to spread your love in this world. You know, because we can't talk on every single subject, but there are certain things that are really meaningful to us, and so we should share our voice on those things that mean something to us. It's how we feel good about ourselves. When we keep things all bottled up and we don't share, then we start to stagnate, and then we start to become bitter, and then we start to feel bad in ourselves and depressed and worthless. You see, this is the thing. This is what life is about, is understanding what happens if you don't do the thing, don't take the calls for action, if you don't pick up and make the most of your life. You're here for a reason, is to live life, to embrace life and all of the different facets that life has to offer you. So this is something just to consider. Share your voice. Share what matters to you. Share from the heart, always from the heart. God bless you all. Peace and love and joyful Thursday vibes.